This week on Strong Arm Sports Podcast.
This is easy, Spade. I know what's wrong with Jerry. He has dementia.
And I just felt like a push. You know, I ain't saying fight the man, but they just kind of came up and told Jaja, like, excuse me.
I'm saying fight the
and
man.
And they was looking down like, rush you out. Nobody helped them up.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to a new and exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast.
Yes, sir.
We are the realest sport podcast in all the land. True. If you missed any sports news from the previous week, don't you even fret. Don't worry, man. We got you right here. We're going to sum it all up for you. If this happens to be the first time that you are watching or listening to the show, I go by the name of KSpadeTheProspect.
And I'm your boy, Paris 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Spade!
Yes, sir.
I gotta kick it off. Hey, Spade, I'm not gonna prolong the show. I'm gonna kick it right off with what's been hot this week. And we're gonna take it to the NFL, and we're gonna take it to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Man, if you guys didn't know, Antonio Brown, after they big win in the divisional round, he was, all on Facebook Live, and Mike Tomlin in the background going ham. And I mean, thousands, tens of thousands of people seen AB's Facebook Live, and the whole media, the whole world, the whole Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin, everybody has something to say. Spade, is it a big deal, or did they make too much out of it? Let me know.
I kind of think it's a big deal.
Okay.
And this could be because I'm old school. My mama got this saying, if you old school, if you from the South, or if you got black parents, or if you all three, you definitely know what I'm about to say. They got this saying about you got to leave house business in the house. Some things you got to leave in the house. Me and my siblings, we could argue. I could talk about them like a dog, but that shit stay in the house. Once you outside, you got to put on that front. And what AB basically did was allow people inside the house. I don't think it was malicious. Clearly he didn't know what the hell Coach Tomlin was about to say, but that's why it's wrong, because you don't know what's about to be said. You don't know what's about to happen. You could be a guy who's a fan of AB. You could be watching his Facebook Live, and somebody could walk by not fully dressed. Now, I don't judge, but I ain't trying to see that. I don't know, if that's on your list of things you want to see on the weekend, but I don't want to see it ever. So, yeah, he was wrong. I don't think it was malicious, but he was definitely in the wrong here, bro. What about you? How you feel?
I'm going to agree. I don't think it was malicious at all. And then, I was watching another media outlet, and they said that AB has a sponsorship with Facebook Live. That he goes on Facebook Live. He gets paid to go on Facebook Live. I don't think he can go on Instagram or any of these other live apps, but he gets paid to go on Facebook Live. So I understand why he went on Facebook Live, but you cannot, not at that moment. Go on Facebook Live after the coach do the speech. Go on Facebook Live any other time, but not right after the game when the coach giving his motivational speech to get people prepared for the upcoming week in the AFC Championship game. My only problem, and my problem is not just with AB. It's about society now. Society now has a problem with everything having to go. They got to put everything online, Spade. Everything got to be online. Every single thing. You get in an argument. First thing people do, instead of hashing it out with the person you had an argument with, what they do? They go online and they turn up online. Same thing with the Soldier Boy, Chris Brown crap. These dudes, they going back and forth online. Everything do not need to be online. Back in our day, we didn't have no online, so you had to deal with a lot of stuff face to face, or you just was like, yo, you know what? I got a problem with such and such. I don't mess with such and such. I don't talk to that person. But now, you got a problem with somebody now, first thing you do, go online. People who are committing crimes, first thing they do is go online. Like the feds and all these different type of peoples ain't they not online. They online too. They looking because they know people are telling them stuff. My only problem is everything don't have to be online. AB, you got a whole week to prepare. You can go online, go on Facebook Live that time. I kind of don't think it's a big deal. The deal is that everything don't need to be online. I understand why AB, did he get paid? He probably wasn't. He was like, most of the time, it looked like AB and his teammate Spade wasn't even listening to Mike Tomlin. So half the time,
It really didn't.
They probably wasn't even listening to dude. And they was like, man, he ain't really talking about nothing crazy like game planning or scheming. But especially going against the Patriots, Spade, we know how the Patriots do. Every little thing is used for motivation over there.
Exactly.
They pick apart every man. Bill Belichick probably done dissected that little Facebook Live down to the pieces. Like he probably like, oh, look back there, they got a playbook, and that's the annexation of Puerto Rico. You know how Bill Belichick is, Spade. He's an evil genius.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm pretty sure he watched that video, and at the very least, he saw somewhere that he can hide a microphone to record some other conversations up in there. But let me ask you a few questions.
Go ahead.
One of them, you said that he is paid. Now, that's rumored. We can't confirm that, but it is rumored that he is paid to go live on Facebook. I wonder if it's some type of stipulation, because like you said, people, they want to experience, these fans. That's why you got mics down on the field. That's why you got players mic'd. The fans, should I say, they can't get close enough to the game, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, just getting good tickets ain't enough. People want to get closer. They want these players mic'd up. Now they got different camera angles. They got the coach cam. They got all this stuff. People want to get as close as possible. I wonder if Facebook kind of got it in the fine print. Maybe they want the locker room experience. Maybe that's what they. I don't know. That's just one thing.
We'll never know. But like I said, you getting the check. You getting the check. They say, hey, get on Facebook Live. He like, yo, we just had a big win. He all excited. I'm telling you, it didn't even look like they was paying attention to the coach, because he was like, look, we got 5,000, we got 6,000, we got 7,000. It was like they wasn't even paying attention, man. They was just, I get it. They was happy. They was ecstatic. They just won a big game. But I get it. I understand AB, but you just can't do that in that moment, man. Especially playing Bill Belichick, man. I think he learned his lesson. He came out with an apology.
I think
he issued an apology. Mike Tomlin had some things to say. And one last point. I don't like that he went live because of how everybody has been coming down on Mike Tomlin, saying, oh, he's a cheerleader. He don't really do nothing. And for them not to be paying attention on Facebook Live to Mike Tomlin, I'm like, oh no, this is not a good look for Mike Tomlin. But Mike Tomlin is a straight up G and handled it and was like, we're going to take care of it in-house. And that's just going to be that. He didn't linger on it too bad. He really didn't throw a lot of shade at AB, kind of put it on himself. Like, I got to watch my mouth. I look at myself as a role model, and I should not be using that type of language. Now, we know coaches use that type of language. I'm just saying, Mike Tomlin showed you, like, yo, I ain't going to really give AB the hammer in public. I'm pretty sure he did in private, but he put it more so on himself, and that's just the type of person that Mike Tomlin is.
It really is. In the previous week, when Big Ben kind of got injured late in the game, he jumped in front of the bullet for that. He said that was my fault. I was calling the passing plays. I'm like, Tomlin he's not offensive coordinator, but Tomlin said that he was calling the passing plays. Do I think he really was? Absolutely not. But that's the type of leader he is. He is definitely that leader that's going to go down with the ship. One other thing you said back in our day I want to bring to your attention, that is step one, that you are getting old. My rebuttal to that is hashtag technology here to stay. Hashtag keep taking pictures of your food before you eat that stuff. And hashtag LePere is getting old. Let's go ahead and move forward. Man, I got some news about your favorite team. You ready for this?
Oh, boy.
Your team, the Cowboys. I can't even call them America's team no more. America done moved on. It's just a few of y'all still hanging out, still hanging on.
Cowboy Nation
Jerry
is in
Jones. It's really not. It's not that many of y'all anymore.
It really
that
is.
Number gets smaller every year. Jerry Jones is recently kind of sparked up social media. They kind of giving Jerry Jones a hard time. Jerry Jones come out and said that he still think Tony Romo is going to win a Super Bowl someday. I don't know if Jerry Jones know how old Tony Romo is, but he says he still thinks that Tony Romo is going to win a Super Bowl someday. And he went as far as to say that he thinks Tony Romo is on the same skill level with Ron Rodgers. What's wrong with your boy Jerry, man? What is Jerry smoking? That's what I want to know.
This is easy, Spade. I know what's wrong with Jerry. You want me to tell you what's wrong with? I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with Jerry. Jerry has dementia. He has dementia. Like, that is the problem. Like, I get it. Like, he has dementia. Like, that's just it. Stephen Jones, step in and take over the squad right now, please. Jerry Jones has dementia. Like, look, Spade, me and you have numerous conversations off the camera. Even before we started this show, you know how I feel about Tony Romo. Tony Romo is a good quarterback, but I was never really all in on Tony Romo. And people say, oh, you're not a real Cowboy fan because yada, yada, yada. I'm notoriously known for saying you don't have to like every move your team made. My team went out there and they signed Greg Hardy last year. I was not a fan of that move, even though I know we needed a pass rusher. I know we needed one, but I still didn't like the move. I believe a real fan could criticize their team and still be a fan. But anyway, I was never really all in caping up for Tony Romo. Tony Romo is a good quarterback. I know somebody in the comment section going to be like, Tony Romo is elite. He's a top 5 passer. Check his stats, blah, blah, whatever. I was never all in on Tony Romo. For Jerry Jones to make these comments make me think it's more shady throwing at Dak Prescott. What else do Dak has to prove? Like, I want them to trade Tony Romo so bad, and I know somebody going to be in the comment section saying, "Wow, Tony, you guys need a backup, man. We could draft another backup, draft another quarterback late in the round and coach him up,
Yeah,
because Dak Prescott is the future.
Can get a cheaper backup. Than Tony Romo.
Yeah, I really wouldn't even be mad if they cut Tony Romo because I don't think the trade value out there. I don't think it's out there. I don't think we're going to get a first round pick or a second round pick now. Jerry is kind of bright. Well, he was kind of bright. I think he has dementia now.
He got dementia.
Yeah, I said he was kind of bright. I think he has dementia now. But he could be trying to get slick. And, Spade, drive up the trade value for Tony Romo. Yeah. I don't know, man. What do you think? I just think Jerry has dementia. He's delusional if he thinks Tony Romo is anything equal or greater than Aaron Rodgers. That is not the case. Did he watch the game that Aaron Rodgers just put together against the Cowboys? Did he miss that game?
He didn't even watch the Cowboys game. He be up in the box sleep. He don't know. He don't know. They just woke him up and told him that they won. But no, I'm gonna surprise you here. I want to defend Jerry Jones.
Wow.
Now, do I think that Romo will win a Super Bowl someday? I doubt it. Do I think he on the same level with A.A. Run? Hell no. But I'm gonna tell you what I do buy in on. Jerry Jones is doing. Look. Fellas, where are my players at? I'm talking about like the real players out here. Everybody say they a player of the past. Everybody ain't. I'm talking about the players. Jerry Jones is doing something we've all done before. How many times have you broke up with a girl and you told her all the nicest things in the world about herself because you ain't want to just break her all the way down? That's what's going on here. Jerry Jones know he about to dump Tony Romo. And he telling Romo like you would tell your girl if you a player, like, man, you gonna make somebody a good wife one day, girl. Like, you bad. Then you don't need to waste your time on me, because I'm a dog. That's basically what Jerry Jones is doing, man. Romo about to be on the first thing smoking. If Jerry got any sense in his head,
I hope you're
that man's on the first thing smoking. And, yeah, you know, Romo's done a lot, man, for this team and put his own safety, on the line numerous times for this team. And you don't want to just be like, well, we got somebody, younger and more athletic. See you when I see you. So yeah, you're gonna tell this person whatever you gotta tell this person to keep their morale high and to make yourself sleep a little bit better at night. So Jerry know what's up. Jerry, you smart for this one, bro.
I hope you're right, because I hope you're right.
Get
Tony Romo out of here now. They should have got him out of here last year when I was saying it. But anyway, you ready to move on?
Yes, sir.
I'm interested to know what the fans think, though. Do Jerry have dementia, or is Jerry an old school player? Let me know. Let me know in the comment. Let me know in the comment section down below. But let's move on, Spade. We're gonna have a little fun with him. We're gonna have a little fun with him on this topic right here.
Okay.
So Spade, we was talking, and we was talking in the NFL, and right now, Spade, if you had to pick one offensive player, and you got an expansion team, you get to pick any offensive player and any one defensive player, one on each side of the ball, Spade. Which player are you picking in the NFL? Who are you starting your franchise with? One offensive player, one defensive player. Give me the two players that you're picking.
Can I go franchise. Offense first? Because that's easy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, offense, give me A.A. Run.
Okay.
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay. You want me to go?
What about you?
I got Aaron Rodgers. The answer is Aaron Rodgers. Anybody that don't have Aaron Rodgers.
So it's only one answer?
Yeah, anybody that don't have Aaron Rodgers is Jerry Jones delusional, and they have Jerry Jones dementia. Like, anybody that don't pick Aaron Rodgers as the first offensive player they taking in the league right now. We talking right now. Let me say that right now, today, because I know somebody going to be like, "Oh my gosh, what about?" Listen, right now, give me Aaron Rodgers to start my offensive side of the ball. You want me to go defense first? Or you want to go?
Yeah, because I defense was a little tougher. Who you got?
Okay, on defense, I want a guy that's going to make the whole defense life better, and that's a pass rusher. Give me Von Miller. I'm going Von Miller.
Oh.
Yeah, I want a guy that can get me double-digit sacks, that can rush the pass rusher. I mean, that can rush the quarterback, can make the... I mean, when you got all day back there, look at Dallas don't have a pass rusher. Aaron Rodgers was just back there dotting us up. I need somebody to cut 6 seconds to 2.5 to 3 seconds, or 3 seconds to 2 seconds, and that's Von Miller. He'll make the whole defense life easier. Give me that guy. When you don't got to cover long, it turn average corners to good corners. It turn good corners to great corners. Give me Von Miller.
All right. Now, I don't want to just give my answer. I want to give my thought process. Okay? Because my answer is different. So, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I had White as a possible person. I had Von Miller as a possible person. I had Khalil Mack. And I had Luke Kuechly.
Okay.
And I scrapped all of those dudes. And for my choice, I'm going Aaron Donald because I also factored in age. And I feel like if you get that one guy in the middle that calls for a double team, I think it all starts right in the middle of the line, bro.
And
so
I went Aaron Donald. Sacks at defensive tackle. I don't got a problem with Aaron Donald. You know I've been on Aaron Donald since college. That's my dude.
So did I win? You telling me I won?
No. I still go Von. Von can get you 20 sacks. Aaron Donald gonna get you double-digit sacks, but Von gonna get you 20 sacks, forced fumbles. Yeah, he gonna do that little dance he be doing. You know how Von get down.
I'm gonna tell you why I win though, because Von just on that edge. So you slide protection and you move that ball the other way, you know, kind of neutralize Von. But Aaron Donald in the middle of your line just causing havoc, just sitting there just tearing shit up. Give me Aaron Donald. I win. GM of the year, K-Spade once again. Let's move forward. Let's talk NBA. Wait,
we smoking right now.
We are, but hold on. Let me slow it down for a minute. Look, if you're watching the show, hit the comment section. Give me your first offensive player taken and your first defensive player taken, or just copy my paper. I'm acing this class, bro. You ain't even got to study if you sit by me. Copy my paper, but put your own name at the top because that's a dead giveaway. But anyway, let's move forward. Let's talk some NBA because the NBA is great. LaParis, bro, listeners, viewers. I don't know if you guys know, it was a major snub this past week. NBA All-Star starter selections have been made, and Russell Westbrook was not named a starter to the Western Conference All-Star game. Now, I know it's a snub, so I'm not even going to ask, is it a snub? Because I think we all pretty much agree it is. Somebody's going to say it's not. But just
going to be a Golden State fan because he should be starting over Curry.
Huh?
I said it's going to be a Golden State fan because he should be starting over Curry.
Yeah. But I'm just going to throw you in the fire. Can you possibly justify it? I mean, how you feel about it? Let me know.
Absolutely not, Spade. I told you, if I'm starting it.
No way?
Bro, no way. If I'm starting the team right now, give me Westbrook because that dude go 150 miles an hour and he'll run through a brick wall. Give me Westbrook right now if I'm starting the team. So you already know. Listen. I know everybody loves Steph Curry, man. And the crazy thing is the voting is crazy now, which I did when we talked about it last week with Zaza. I didn't even know the voting was like this.
That they changed the format.
Yeah, it's like 50% fans, then it's like 25% player, and then 25% coaches, and then they do some like number system to decide who starts, which is just crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, somebody hit me up and broke it down to me after the show. Good looking out. Whoever that, I don't remember your name, but good looking out.
Yeah, it was like they do some weighted score thing, and it's just crazy. I don't care. Listen, Steph Curry has Durant, he has Clay, he has Draymond, and he has himself. And I mean, Golden State, they've been cooking, they've been having a great season. But Russell Westbrook, bro, the season that Russell Westbrook is having is something that in our lifetime, our age bracket, we have never seen. And I know Big O did it, but I wasn't born when Big O was doing it. So for him not to start is just a travesty. I don't understand what the hell people was voting for, or what the hell the coach is seeing, or what the hell the other players said. What the other players saying, because Westbrook has been going ham.
It's fans.
You think it's fans?
Yeah, I know it's fans.
Okay.
It's fans. Yeah, it's fans.
Yeah, man.
I want to say this.
I get it. Golden State a big deal. I get it. But come on, man. This is why I want fan vote. I told you last week, Spade. Get fan voting out of here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. First of all, he's snubbed. It's pretty obvious. He's not the first snub. He won't be the last.
Of course.
This one right here is kind of bizarre because this man is actually averaging a triple-double. Like, he averages a triple-double. He leads the league in scoring. He's scoring 31 a game. It's not the most efficient season we've ever seen, and unfortunately, it's not always turning into wins. But I mean,
it ain't always pretty.
Not for lack of what this guy's
looking at either. It ain't, it ain't always pretty.
That's true.
It ain't always pretty. But I mean,
now I got to tell them something, LaParis. Off camera, me and this man had probably the most heated debate we ever had. If you didn't know no better, if you was listening, you'd have thought it was an argument. Because we had a debate about the team, whether or not the Rockets. I told him that I heard somebody say that if you're looking at Harden's performance and Westbrook's performance, they feel like Westbrook is more impressive because Harden has a much better team around him. And I thought that was crazy. And this man agreed. So we ain't even going to go down that. I'm just going to throw that out there. If you told me that you felt like the Rockets had a slight nod over OKC as far as team roster, I would give you that. But if you feel like, minus James Harden, if you feel like that Rockets team is way better than the Thunder, I can't even rock with you. I just can't even rock with you. But Russ was snubbed, man. I want to say one other thing, and if you got something else, I'll throw it back to you. I question, and I'm not saying that they lying on the fan voting, but in case they lying on the fan voting, I question whether or not the NBA wants Westbrook and Durant on the floor at the same time. Now, it might be some time that they on the floor at the same time.
I don't think so.
I question whether or not the league wants that. So I ain't saying, I'm not calling... What am I trying to say here? I'm not trying to say this is a scandal, but
yeah, you ain't
it might be
collusion?
A scandal.
You don't think it's
it might be. Yeah. Yep. That.
Spade. Let me tell you what we tweeted from Strong Arm Sports early in the week. Over under 3 passes, Westbrook to KD. It was like 90% under. Everybody. Yep, it was a poll. Everybody put under. Let me tell you something. I'll buy some of that. Let me tell you. I don't think they're going to be on the court at the same time. I don't.
Not much.
I don't think they'll be on the court at all at the same time, Spade. Let me say that.
I wouldn't doubt it, bro. I don't think the league wants that. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
This thing with Russ and KD, that ain't no damn joke. That ain't for TV, man. Russ do not like this dude right now, okay? Like, they are...
Before we move on,
I wonder if it's going to be fisticuffs. Yeah. I think the best thing for KD to do is just let Russ be angry. Don't go over there and try to talk to him. Don't buddy up with him. You leave Scarface over there angry. You don't go fool with Scarface. That's not what you do.
It was a play during that game. They played this week. It was a play during that game, and Russ did something, and KD was in his ear yapping, and I was trying my best to read KD's lips. I couldn't read what KD was saying to him.
Oh, no. I read Russ' lips, though.
What did Russ say?
You got it. That's all he said. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it. I don't know what KD was saying.
I was trying to read what KD said. I couldn't get it. If you know what KD said, leave it in the comment section because I want to know. But Russ he didn't want to hear none of that. It was also another play in that game, Spade, where like Zaza bumped. There was a pick. Zaza bumped into him, stood over him like he was Bane or somebody, like he was Bane. I don't know.
I had a problem with.
And then Russ after the game said, I'm gonna get his ass back. Like I don't play that. I will get his ass back. I don't know when, but I will get his ass back. What do you think about that play, Spade? Real quick.
I was shocked. For one, I was shocked at the hard foul, which, I'm from the old school, so I'm good with a hard foul here and there. I didn't like the whole gesture of standing over him like you some big tough guy. And furthermore, I don't like that none of the Thunder players came and had a little conversation with Pachulia. Somebody got to say something to him. I saw David saying that he would have told Pachulia if that ever happened again, they both getting ejected. Like, he was letting them know it was going to go down. And I just felt like a push. I ain't saying fight the man. But they just kind of came up and told Jaja, like, excuse me.
I'm saying fight the man.
And they was looking down like, rush you out. Nobody helped them up.
Spade,
or nothing.
Back in our day, like, that's the word of the day on Strong on Sports today. Back in my day, that's the hashtag for the day. Back in my day, we seen the Knicks in the Heat. Man, they would rock, bro. You wasn't just about to foul nobody hard like that. And then nobody came to Russ' defense. And I'm like, look, this is what I'm saying to myself. Look at these suckers. Look at these suckers that Russell Westbrook is playing with. Like,
now, let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
They say if Steven Adams had been there, it would have been something.
Now Steven Adams is the enforcer. So if he was there, it would. Nah, I don't think so. I think Adams would have got in Zaza ass. But the rest of those dudes, man, for them not to come to let me tell you something. First of all, not to mention he's your best player. But if Russ go down and miss any time, y'all season is over.
Lottery.
Yeah, y'all season is over. So yeah. Jeremy Grant, Anthony Morrow, somebody come do something. Somebody come.
You ain't never lied.
Andre Roberson, you supposed to be a defensive dude. Like, Adams ain't there. Somebody got to be a goon. And, oh, man, I was disappointed in the Thunder players more so than I was even in the foul. Hard foul. But all that standing over him, like, come on, man.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't like it. Yeah. And I'm more disappointed in the Thunder players, man. That's y'all best player. That's y'all franchise right there.
I know this segment ain't supposed to last that long, but a few other things. I did like that Russ got a dunk. I ain't going to say it was on KD, but it was pretty damn close to KD. I'm eating popcorn during the show. I'm about to die. And Russ turned around and looked at KD and said, don't jump. Don't jump. I like that. But the other thing that really struck me odd about this game was, again, after the game, Draymond Green said, we know how important this game is to KD. And how long is this game going to be important to KD? Like, it's funny to me that beating up on his old, don't get me wrong. You never want to lose to your old team. I get it. I get it. But I feel some kind of way that the team that KD wasn't good enough to beat when he was on it, he leaves and joins them, and it's still a big deal to beat them. Look, if the playoffs started today, I don't even know that they go. Let me look. I got the standings right here. Let me see.
I think they 7.
Yeah, they 7 right now.
Yeah, they
7 right now.
But I mean, it's just, they fighting for every win. They fighting for every win. Come on, man.
Every win. It's crazy.
It's a big game, my ass, man. It don't matter. Y'all Warriors, we know you want to get the number 1 seed. This game don't matter, man. It don't matter. Yeah. For y'all to make this big of a deal over this situation and they beat y'all. Like, we already had this conversation. I feel like we're repeating ourselves. But KD is turning to Dwight Howard. I'm starting not to like that dude. Now KD yapping at Russ all in it. Come on, man. Russ will beat KD ass. Yeah, man. Let's move on. You ready to move on?
Let's move on. Yeah, man. I'm ready.
Spade. Got to take it to the shot, man. Chicago Bulls, man. We've been struggling. I did a bold prediction before the season started, and I said the Bulls will be in the Eastern Conference Finals and lose to the Cavs, and it don't even look like we're gonna make it to the playoffs. I think right now we're in the playoffs. I think we got the 7th for 8th seed right now, but we in the struggle juice. I mean, the past couple of games. I mean, Jimmy Butler is just amazing, but it's been ugly. But that's not what we're talking about, Spade. The Bulls came, it's Bulls rumors out there saying that the Bulls will be eyeing Chris Bosh in the offseason. How do you feel about the Bulls targeting Chris Bosh?
I don't know. Like, I don't even really know how to approach it. For one, you got to question how valid this is. Chris Bosh just recently came out and said that he started to play the guitar and he's starting to be okay with retirement. He said something along the lines. That's not a direct quote, so somebody let me know how that quote exactly went. But it's something along the lines of maybe he could get used to retirement or something like that. I don't know. That's one thing. For two, D-Wade kind of came out and squashed this entire rumor like, hey, I play for the Bulls and I ain't heard this. And so I don't know. I don't know if this is Bosh camp still doing their part to let it be known that Bosh still has desire to play ball, which we know. I really don't know, man. I mean, because honestly, as much as I love Bosh, I don't know that he fixes that team's. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I got nothing. What you got?
I don't want Chris Bosh to join the Bulls, man. I don't.
Why? Hold up.
Spade.
Why?
I keep telling you, I don't want Chris Bosh to play again, bro. And that ain't necessarily saying Chris Bosh is not a good player. Like, me and you have had arguments on this show about Chris Bosh's health. And I don't want Chris Bosh to jeopardize his health. I mean, he done made a ton of money, and I get it. The love for the game, I get it. He want to play. I understand. But I do not want Chris Bosh to jeopardize his health for basketball. whether that be the issues Chris Bosh had with blood clots. You can get blood clots from flying on a plane. If you fly a lot, it can cause blood clots. I don't want Chris Bosh to die and have his family without Chris Bosh. I don't want that. Now, I know people are going to be like, who are you to make that decision? If Chris Bosh want to play and he want to risk his life, it's on him. I get it. I'm just talking about me. I don't want Chris Bosh to play again. I don't want him to die because of basketball. Now, does that mean I think Chris Bosh is a phenomenal player. I would love to have Chris Bosh on the team, but I don't want Chris Bosh to jeopardize his health. We just in the NFL, it was a dude for the Ravens that just had to retire at 24 years old because he had a neck injury. And that kid said it really took my parents to talk to me for me to retire because I was going to come back. And he said his parents was like, yo, you cannot jeopardize your health. And I mean, he was a young player, so he made a little bit of money, but he ain't kill it. He was a young dude. And I don't want people to jeopardize their health for sports, man. I don't. I don't.
I mean, I can dig it. I can dig it. I kind of want to. The guy you was talking about, his name is Zach Orr, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he led that team in tackles.
Yeah, he was a beast. All pro. Yeah. All pro player. Man.
The thing with Bosh is just kind of weird to me. I get everybody saying that. I really do. Nobody wants to be watching a game and see a man, collapse and not get up. Nobody wants to see that. And I will admit that our concern for Bosh is first and foremost. I don't really know. I guess I don't trust the situation. That's the thing that's concerning to me. If Bosh say I go get a second opinion says I'm fine, I'm cleared. The only people who saying I'm not fine is the Miami Heat trainers and doctors or whatnot. And what a coinky dink. Now you got a conflict of interest because you better believe them Heat doctors and trainers got the Heat best interest in mind. Bosh got a ginormous contract. I don't know. So I guess for me, because I don't know if I trust that situation, that's the only reason why I still hold hope. But I don't want to get it twisted. At the end of the day, man, Bosh's health is first and foremost for me. I want the dude to be okay. The man, if I'm not mistaken, I think Bosh a father of like 5 or something.
Yeah,
man.
come on, man.
You got these kids, bro, man. Like everybody has said, TV, he's made money. They
got like, C-Web. They got C-Web and Miller, Reggie Miller up there talking gap, man. Chris Bosh go.
Yeah, and I'm sure Bosh could fill in today and do better than Reggie Miller. Sorry, Reggie. I love you, Reggie, but come on.
Yeah, I want Chris Bosh to be healthy because Chris Bosh is a. I like Chris Bosh on TV, even when he been on numerous news other media outlets, and he been talking and doing analyst work. I like Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, go to TV, bro. It's still a check. Go to TV. I get it.
The SAS, man. We'll put another box over here. Put your ass over there on the end.
Definitely.
Yep.
Let's move on, bro.
All right, man. You was just talking about the Bulls, and I was waiting for you to give me the assist, so I can throw down the alley-oop, but you didn't. You talked about before the season, you said that the Bulls would go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and you did, but we overlooked it because we knew you was crazy. But I told everybody that the Chicago team would not make the playoffs. I said that. And y'all was hot. And it's tough. It's tough to be a prophet. It's tough to be prophetic and just give people this reality that they ain't ready to hold on to. Now, I'm wrong sometimes. Not often, but I'm wrong in some cases. Atlanta Falcons. But what I got right here, man, I got the standings for the Eastern Conference. And we know that the East is down. The East has been bad for a very long time. Yeah. But my goodness, bro. I just got some records. I want to go over some things for you. All right. Of course, the Cleveland Cavaliers are the best team in the East. They're 30-11 at the time that we're recording this show. Toronto not doing bad either at 28-15. Boston right behind them, 26-16. The Atlanta Hawks 25-18. After that, maybe the Wizards at 23 wins and 19 losses. But the Pacers, the Hornets, the Bulls, the Bucks, and the Pistons, and even the Knicks, all of these teams are within a few games. It's a toss-up. And the sad thing is, for the most part, these teams are disappointing. The Bulls, I never believed in them, but most of you guys believe the Bulls was it this year. The new acquisitions of Rajon Rondo, Dwayne Wade. This is long before Michael Carter Williams. Y'all thought that made them a contender. We said if the Hornets could stay healthy, they would be a pretty decent team. The Pacers was my team. I had the Pacers been the second best team in the East. They barely over 500. The Knicks are currently sub 500. So are the Pistons. So are the Bucks. Even though the Greek Freak is playing phenomenal, is it ever gonna balance out, LaParis? Like, the draft is designed that the bad teams get good picks, or at least they get lottery picks so that they can build it. It's supposed to restore parity in the league, and it ain't working, fam. It ain't working. The East sucks. Is it gonna ever balance out?
The East suck, and I don't have an answer to that. I want to say yeah because I'm optimistic. I want to say yeah, it'll get right. And I'm gonna tell you, it's some bright spots down there, Spade. Miami, young.
Where?
Miami, young. They got some young talent. Philly.
It don't look bright.
Philly,
it young talent.
I mean, not this year. I'm just talking about moving forward. Miami has a lot of young talent, and I think their future is bright. I'm gonna tell you who else. Philly, they currently on a 3-game win streak. Their future look bright. Word on the street is they trying to showcase Okafor tonight. We recording this on Saturday. They said they're going to showcase Okafor tonight because they trying to move Okafor, it's about to be Embiid's team. Now the question is, I think you asked this question, Spade, do Ben Simmons jack that all up? Like, we don't know. We don't know what type of player Ben Simmons will be with Philly, but we know Embiid is it. Embiid is it.
True.
So Philadelphia, true. I like the direction Philly is going, and it seemed like trusting the process is working out. They on a 3-game win streak. Shout out to the Sixers. Orlando, I don't know what the hell Orlando's doing. We still baffled at what they're doing. We don't know. New York, we don't know what's going to happen with the Melo situation. Bottom line is, Spade, the East is trash. The East suck. I thought the Bulls was going to be better. Like I said, the Bulls right now, we currently in the 8th spot. I'm optimistic. I think the East can get better. Maybe not this year, but I think later years, I think the East will balance out. But right now, when you look at the East, it look bad. It's Cleveland or bust. I don't see nobody beating the Cavs. I think you agree, Spade. It's Cleveland or bust. And we both have Cleveland in the finals. And whether or not they win the championship or not, we don't know. But we definitely got Cleveland in the finals. Nobody in the East is messing with Cleveland. I don't care what trade happened. I don't care who they get. Nobody is beating Cleveland. Nobody. The East is trash.
Let me ask you a question that just came to me while you was talking.
Okay.
Let's suppose that the draft does a better job of balancing out the talent, and that whole, let's say 2 through 8, let's say it's super competitive, and it makes for great TV. Does it even matter if we know the finals is going to be Golden State and Cleveland every year? Does parity through the rest of the league even matter if none of these teams can even put a chip in the paint on the army tank of the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors? Does it even matter?
Spade, I want to say it matters because people are fans, man.
It doesn't.
I want to say it matters because people love their team, whether they know Spade, the Browns sell out every game. The support the Browns get, you'll be like, man, why are people showing up to the game? But people are fans,
Well, that's because they in Cleveland and Bone Thugs and Harmony ain't rapping no more,
they
so
got
what
the
the hell else
Cavs,
they gonna do?
bro. I mean,
oh, well, you're right.
You copping tickets to a sporting event and it's the Browns? Surely, unless the Cavs are sold out or just too hot for your, too rich for your blood. Like, why would you? People are fans, man, and people want to see their team. Whether it's, Brooklyn is a bad team, but you want to know what they fill the stands. It be people there to see the Nets, man. It be people there.
Yeah, I'd be ashamed of themselves. The Brooklyn Nets are 1-9 in their last 10 games.
They just want to cheer. Yep. They want to be in the moment. You worried about the moment. You ain't really thinking long term. They are worried about the moment right now. Can we get this win? And that's so cliche.
I'll tell you what.
That's so cliche because people be like, we ain't worried about the next game. We worried about this game right now. And I kind of think fans worry about that too. Fans think like that. We are worried about this game right here. Philadelphia.
Right.
Joel Embiid has kind of rejuvenized the city. Like, people are excited to go see the Sixers. MK, our homie MK47, y'all know him from the TMM crew. He hit us in the chat earlier today and was like, man, I'm glad I didn't go to the Hawks game. So everybody was like, wow. He said Joel Embiid ain't playing. Like, come on. Like, and they playing in Atlanta.
I was gonna say something.
Go ahead.
Now, it's funny. You said that even though things don't look good for the 76ers, who are way back in the East right now, way back. The two teams in the East that has looked the best of late It's the Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Both of those teams are 8-2 in their last 10 performances. So even though things don't look good, it's definitely got an up arrow.
Yeah.
So you right. Like, you right. They putting something together over there, and I just hope Ben Simmons don't come back and mess it all up.
Yeah. You better hope Ben Simmons don't come and jack it up and be like, I was the first pick in the draft. You know how they be. But, I mean, I like what Philly...
NITs.
I like what Philly is doing, Spade. But the East suck. Leave in the comment section your thoughts on the East. Maybe next week we'll do the Western Conference, even though the West is in way better shape except for them bottom teams. But maybe we'll talk about the Western Conference next week. And I know we didn't talk about All-Star, the All-Star starters. But once we get closer to the All-Star weekend, we got a lot of, things we're going to talk about pertaining to the All-Star weekend. Y'all know I'm hard on the dunk contest. I got to wait and see who's in the dunk contest before I spaz out. Before I
start hating on it.
Before I start hating. But we know we didn't talk about it, but we will, closer we get to All-Star break. You ready to move on?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Man, I got the pick'em games for us. Like, you tied it up last week again. I think I'm still up 1. Check the tape. I think I'm up 1. But you ended up tying it up again, so we currently even though I think I'm still up 1. But I got 2 pick'em games. I'm changing the format, Spade. I got 2 pick'em games this week. Yep. You got 2 big games this week in the NFL. We got to go Green Bay versus Atlanta, and we got to go Pittsburgh versus New England. Spade, give me Green Bay, Atlanta. Who you got? I know you're picking Atlanta. And
I got ATL, man.
I know you're picking Atlanta, and that's why, before you even go, that's why I'm picking Green Bay. Spade been shitting. Excuse my language, people, but Spade has been shitting on Atlanta all year.
Oh, I have not been shitting on Atlanta.
And now he finally picks Atlanta. This is the jinx Atlanta fans do not want. KSpade picks Atlanta.
I love Atlanta.
I'll go Green Bay. Spade, tell them why you picking Atlanta. Because you live in ATL?
Nah, I mean, because I saw the error in my way. Look, step 1 to recovering from making a mistake is admitting that you made a mistake. Okay. But seriously, jokes aside, man, this Atlanta team, what they doing that I like, I guess you got to give a credit to that offensive coordinator, Shanahan. I like what he doing out there.
Yeah,
what they're doing is not just saying, we got Julio Jones, let's drop back and look for Julio Jones every single play. They got 2 running backs in the backfield.
Before you go, Spade, reports are that Shanahan will be the 49ers' new head coach. That's reports. Go ahead.
Hey, but he ain't gone yet, damn it. So they got 2 running backs in the backfield that can run the football. They can receive out the backfield. They got that little Gabriel. Look, they got too many weapons. Matt Ryan seems like he is in a comfort zone. Once a quarterback get comfortable, man, they deadly. Atlanta, look here, man. Look, okay? I'm the prodigal son. Welcome me back. Look, we going to the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go. Atlanta Falcons. Let's go.
Well, I'm going Green Bay because AA run. He dotted us up last week. And I think Atlanta defense is worse than ours. And I think AA run will put together another good week. Even though it's reports that he is under the weather. But I think he's going to be A-okay come Sunday. Give me Green Bay Packers. You want to give me a score or no score? It's going to be a shootout. It's definitely going to be a shootout.
Yeah, also, man, Green Bay kind of got some beat up wide receivers too, man. So it ain't gonna be as much shooting as you think it's gonna be. It's gonna be a whole lot of out. Okay. Give me Atlanta to the tune. Give me a 28-14 Atlanta. Give me that.
Give me 35-27 Packers. 35-27 Packers. Spade. Pittsburgh, New England. AFC side.
This one right here is a little tricky.
It's gonna want me to go first?
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt my heart to say this, man. It's gonna hurt my heart to say this, but it's hard to win it. It's hard to win in Foxborough, and I gotta go with the Patriots, man. I would love for the Steelers to get this dub, but it's reports that a lot of their players are under the weather as well with the flu, and I gotta go with Tom Brady, man. I gotta go with Brady, man. Give me New England.
It ain't easy, man, and I don't know. Maybe it's the Dolphin fan in me, but I want to believe that the Steelers are over there replenishing their fluids and their electrolytes. All this flu gonna be up out of there. Le'Veon Bell is gonna show y'all why he is to football what Steph Curry is to basketball. AB gonna be smiling, ready to go live on Facebook. Big Ben gonna be the escape artist that he's been numerous times in his career. I got a ugly Steelers win. I'm talking something like 17-14, maybe even 16-14 with like a safety or some mess. I got an ugly Steelers win, man.
Well, I got the score being 24-17 Patriots. That's what I got. 24.
Please, Steelers.
I mean, I wouldn't even be mad at losing this game. Please, Steelers.
Please.
But I just don't think I hope I'm wrong, but I got the Patriots. Spade. Let's end the show, champ. I mean, before you go, Spade. Let me leave y'all pick 'em game in the comment section. Now, who do you guys have winning? I mean, this is the NFC Championship. This is the AFC Championship. This is to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. Leave it in the comment section down below. Let us know. Go ahead, Spade.
You sure?
Yeah,
because you put the football out there and I get ready to grab it and you pull it back. It's like
we call that play action.
Right? Am I really running it this time?
Yeah. I'm handing off.
All right, man. This is the last segment of the show. We call this segment our Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Yeah. And this is a virtual award. But if you could see it, it would be encrusted with diamonds and emeralds and rubies. And it would cost lots and lots of money. And athletes, they really be happy when we nominate them. James Harden has won it a lot because apparently LaParis is a big fan of the guy. We get this award to a male or female who raised their level of play to ensure that their team got the win. And we give it away twice a week. Once from LaParis, once from me. LaParis, you on the hot seat, man. Who gets your Strong Arm Performer of last week and why?
Spade, I love you like a brother, but I got to throw you some shade. Put your umbrella up.
Huh?
Yeah. I got to throw you some shade.
Why would you do that?
I mean, you're my brother. I love you, man.
Just tell you we keep that in the house?
Spade, you kind of played my homie out, man. And I gotta let you know that he a beast. Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic is my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. He had 29 points, 15 rebounds, and a win over the Lakers. And Jokic has thrown the Denver Nuggets on his back. He is the future out there in Denver. And Spade, for that performance right there, Nikola Jokic is my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Jokic! I told Spade Jokic was a beast.
Tough. The kid is tough. I gotta say, after that show, my Twitter mentions was on fire. People was like, you need to start paying this kid some attention. I did. The kid is tough. I still feel like people don't give Brook Lopez the credit he deserves. I know that Brooklyn is bad. Brook Lopez is good, though. But Jokic, which somebody told me that's how you pronounce it, the dude is for real. So, I mean, I wouldn't give him no award for beating the Lakers. Who are they? But, he just wanted to prove a point. So, that's why he wanted to get his to Jokic. I'm all right with that. I got the real Strong Arm Performer of the Week right here. We talking football. We talking NFC. We talking Matty Ice. We talking the guy who can make the whole city of Atlanta forget about the loss of Mike Vick. Matt Ryan. This guy right here. 338 passing yards, 3 TDs, no INTs, and a 125.7 QB rating. My man was damn near flawless in that game. On the biggest stage so far this season, he was cool as a cucumber. For that performance, Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons, you guys get my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Atlanta, I'm back, baby. Let's go. We going to the Super Bowl.
Not only did he pick Atlanta in the Pick'em game, but he picked Atlanta, an Atlanta player as a Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Atlanta, you're doing.
What can I say?
You about to have a whole. Atlanta, get this guy, yo.
I am a homer. I'm back, baby. I'm back, shouting.
Shouting.
I'm back, shouting.
Man. Spade, for you, this is kind of like the Odell Beckham traveling in the Florida thing, man. They was like, man, Odell, you can go down there, but you got a ball, Spade. You better hope Atlanta win because I think you jinxed them. The homie Spade told me last week, and then we're going to close the show. The homie Spade told me last week, everybody picking the Cowboys. I kind of feel like they jinxing them boys. I
I was right.
And I feel like Spade is doing the same thing here. Atlanta fans.
Don't put them heebie-jeebies on me, shouting.
Atlanta fans, y'all better spray your holy water, man. Because Spade done jinxed you.
I'm back finally. It's peace up, A-Town down, shouty. I'm back home, shouty.
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm back home, folk. I'm ATL for the rest of the year. Let's go, shouty.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you guys for joining us this week. I know it's been we had the same amount of topics, but the show ain't as long as it usually is, but that's okay. It was still a fire show. You agree, right, Spade?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's
Come on, man. That's what we do. But we want to thank you guys for joining us this week for SAS. As usual, if you new here on YouTube, bang the subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds. If you're a regular here, hit the like button. If you don't want to see two dudes argue in boxes, We got audio podcasts everywhere. We got audio podcasts on SoundCloud, ऊPodOmatic, and a top 60. We in the 60s now. Can we get in the 50s? Can we get in the, I believe in y'all. Can we get in the 50s? Share the podcast on iTunes. We in the 60s right now. We got an audio podcast on iTunes that do very well, do great numbers. We can't thank you guys enough for your continued support. Spade, you got anything else to add?
I do. Unlike LaParis, who's anti-technology and moving forward, he just want to stay back in his day. I actually love technology and social media, so what I want to encourage you guys to do, if you're listening to the show or you watching it, how about share that thing on your Facebook, on your Twitters, on your Instagram. Tell a friend to tell a friend this side year, y'all. Won't you be a part of it?
Spade, I wanted to tell him a little something we talked about earlier. Or should I just wait?
No, tell him, man. I mean, tomorrow not promise. What you got?
Man, me and Spade was talking off camera about potentially doing another podcast, not about sports, just about regular situations, whether it be the Soulja Boy Chris Brown fight, just silly stuff like that, just trying to have fun with y'all. We haven't decided on a name or anything like that. We haven't decided on the format, but if that's something you guys would want to see, let us know. Leave it in the comment section down below. If not, you can respectfully be like, nah, we love Strong On Sports. We don't want anything taking y'all time from SAS, and we're totally abide. But anyway, That's just something, we like to brainstorm and come up with new ideas to keep our show or shows fresh. And that's just something else we're thinking about. Let us know in the comment section if you're interested. I can't thank you guys enough for your continued support, whether that's here on YouTube, whether that's on any of the audio podcasts we have. We can't thank y'all enough. Mm-hmm. We love y'all. Without y'all, there is no us. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see you guys next episode. We out. Peace.